Now it's HoodCastAF. We talk toys that are cooler than the rest. With bad boys and toys, no fucks given. Dive into the action figures we're living. HoodCastAF, bringing you the hype. Lock in the airwaves all day and night. From retro to the latest we ignite. Join the bad boys in this wild ride.
Wild ride indeed, especially for 245, which is the episode number of what we're on, which has no significance whatsoever because do you give a fuck? Because I don't. That's great. Kill my music.
I don't think anyone really does.
Joining us is Chisel, the ever so famous host of the Starship Dark Side fandom from the Star Wars show, collecting show called I've Got a Bad Feeling About This, which I also co-host on. So
Yeah.
it's a long intro.
What's up?
Yo, man. Dude,
Sorry.
I've got like 90 hours clocked this week. 90 fucking hours in 1 week. And
That's crazy.
I've never been to a Fred Meyer's before. And I'm up in Oregon. And so this is the first time I went there. And it's like Walmart on steroids, pretty much. But like nicer, you know? Nicer clientele.
Yeah. What part of Oregon?
Newport. Like the cigarettes I smoke.
Yeah. Because my daughter lives up there. My daughter lives in Astoria.
Right, Goonies territory.
So,
Goonies!
dude, you can see the Goonie house from her deck.
That's awesome, man. Isn't it like a museum or
Yeah.
something now?
No, some guy bought it as an investment, and like you can go up and like take pictures and stuff, but they just ask that you don't go like really on the property. You can there's a fence. You can go up, take pictures outside of it. They don't mind. They just ask that you don't like go into the yard and stuff like that. So
Wow, dude.
but he's been like redoing it and stuff, so cleaning it up. And
Do people just like shout Goonie every once in a while? Like if your daughter went out on her balcony and just went Goonie, would someone respond?
maybe
They should.
she's right on the water, so that might be kind of weird. You know?
Like Goonies don't like water? They're not like gremlins, dude.
Yeah.
Although they were made around the same time, kind of.
There's a bar down there called Gizmos also. So,
Okay, wow, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Hoodmania 25 is coming up, and I had posted just a little meme about John Cena's heel turn, you know, and basically John Cena was, when he does that wicked smile or whatever, wicked smile.
Yeah.
He's basically Hoodcast, and he's hugging all his best friends, which are all Hoodcast's favorite podcasts, like A Worthy Addiction on YouTube Thursday nights, and Highly Posable on Friday nights, and Latin Legions on Sunday nights, and The Weekly Habit Unlimited without toy art. Yeah, we love those.
That's now limited.
That's now limited, yes. But so Danny, Toy Addict 17 from A Worthy Addiction, he called me and he's like, bro, I got an idea. Because I told him, I was like, dude, I have no idea for a fucking Hoodmania. Like, I don't think a backyard match is in the cards right now with me working so fucking much. And then Cobra with his surgeries and shit like that. And, I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Buying all the shit to set up, it's just, man, and then training also, and I'm still drinking and smoking. So he came up with like dude, like some people have like those wrestling leagues that are video games, and they make all the horror characters or something like that, and they do their own leagues. Not that it's super popular or anything, but it would be cool to have, all of us as characters, and then we commentate over the matches, and we just spitballed from there. So that's kind of like the idea, So we could have like huge grudge matches like Chisel versus Bingo the Clown, because we need to end that feud somehow,
Yeah.
And then like the final, or another match is like, KJ versus unworthy collector, because they always do that. Well, fuck you, KJ, wicked smart. And all the KJ crybabies can shut the fuck up now. With their wicked smarts. Keeping you warm and shit. And then maybe the final match of Hoodmania will be like a couple of members from every show, in a TLC ladder match. The ultimate Hoodmania title is on the line, and whoever wins, wins. But then all these shows, they have to kowtow to the winner. And we will do it too. We promise we won't snake in the grass. We won't fucking heel turn, or shamaz.
Yeah.
We kind of promise that, It's going to be like all CPUs. Plus, the new game, it doesn't come out till WWE 2K25 doesn't come out till the 14th, March 14th. But dude, the graphics are great. They updated the gameplay to where it's not so easy anymore. So it's going to be good. It's going to look real good. Plus they have body damage, all this shit now. It's very cool. So I think it'll be awesome to showcase that game pretty much right when it comes out, I'll have to take a little bit of time to make everyone's character, and it's not going to be exact, but we're just going to have fun with it, And plus, we'll be giving away prizes to the viewers, which it will be on HoodCast YouTube. We will have Tony Torybox commentary. We'll have a lot of people on there, on and off. But yeah, and then also, maybe the winners of the matches also win prizes. So, and also people can get in on this. You buy the game, you make your character, you send it to me, you pay the you're involved in our Patreon. Yeah, you got to be on our Patreon.
Nominal.
I'll put you in the league.
Yeah.
You could be Hoodmania champion. That's a prestigious thing, okay?
Yes, definitely.
Wouldn't you like to be Hoodmania champion?
Oh yeah, I would talk so much shit. I'd be on every week. I'd be leaving messages just in case I wasn't even going to be on.
You'd be like,
I'd just talk shit for a whole year.
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna open up a can of dumbass. No, that's not. I don't have the bell. Beep.
Oh.
Yeah. So Toy Fair was just happening recently. A lot of shit there. I'm kind of juiced about some stuff, and we'll get to it during the news segment. What have you been up to, Chisel, though?
I've been so busy. I had 4 toy shows in 5 weeks.
Fuck.
I was in San Jose for HypeCon. After HypeCon, I went to Vegas for a week. After Vegas, I had San Jose. This weekend, technically, I didn't have a show, but there was a card show going on, and I was doing
So Jose Canseco's there.
Pokemon.
Oh,
yeah,
Pokemon.
It was Pokemon all weekend. I was literally back and forth making deals on Pokemon all weekend long.
Did you have to tackle anybody? Because Pokemon's dangerous right now. Very serious.
No. I'm lucky. I don't have to go to Costco. None of my Pokemon comes from retail. It all comes from distribution or.
So you're not the dude standing in line at these Pokemon machines. I don't know. I've never seen those. Where are those machines at that people are buying everything in the fucking machine?
Safeway.
Safeway? Pokemon machines?
Yeah, they're at the one. Yeah, right by my house has one now.
Really? And people go in and just buy everything?
Yeah, and they changed it up now, though. So when they fill it up, you can't go and just buy everything. If after so many transactions, it shuts itself off.
Wow.
And then we'll release product later. So you don't know when.
It's kind of like
even if they put it in, you don't know when it's available.
It goes. You need to find another training facility. You're not, Pokemon master of this. I forget the game, but whatever.
Yeah. But Pokemon has just been crazy. The majority of my sales in the shop this month have been Pokemon.
Pokemon is going.
I sold out of damn near everything. And really re-upped this past week. I got a ton of shit. So
coming up is your show, the DC Collectibles show at Concord High School in Concord, California, March 22nd and 23rd?
2nd and 23rd. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you have a whole card emporium area, as well as like the toy area, which is a huge gymnasium.
Yeah, we got the big gym is all toys, and the small gym is all cards.
I'm gonna have some card shit. It's not real, but it's like Jake Paul necklaces and shit. And look, they are fake cards, but they're glued into the fucking thing, and there's gold wrapped around them. And it's on a gold chain. I have some full art cards that are fake, and some metal cards that are fake too. Like they're not to be played with or traded or whatever. You know, I want to stay away from selling bootlegs. These are, you know, for play or design. You know,
you obviously know they're not real.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
I'm selling them for cheap.
When you know it's not real, it's different.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, nobody's going to be walking around with a Pikachu Illustrator art card. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, you can't trade it at schools thinking it's real. I don't think, you know, any kid
some
would
little
really
kid
believe it.
It's not going to happen.
Whoa, where'd you get that? Well, I've got it, you know, from Jake Paul. Logan Paul, I mean, whatever. I don't fucking know.
Dude, we'll get you a wig, and you can take a picture with the kid and say you're fucking Logan Paul.
Yeah, I just need that yellow vest. Look, I'll just wear one of those traffic vests, you know, the high-vis vest, you know, and like have a blonde hair wig and just smile like an idiot, you know, and I'll be like,
dude, there you go. That's perfect.
Well, let's get into the news from Toy Fair.
Join the HoodCastAF Patreon for bonus media and episodes. It's cheaper than the garbage you buy on a daily basis. Cheaper than $1 a week, you could have access to tons of bonus episodes and content. For only $3 a month, you will be indoctrinated into the HoodCast Cult Collective.
Some are $1.
And now the action figure news.
That's right. And if you're a fan of Reading Rainbow and action figures and, you know, maybe a little bit of wrestling, because you're going to get WWE 2K25 and not the Undertaker pack or not the other. Like, I'm just getting the normal version. So I'm making everybody out of that. Now, if you're using features from all these downloadable characters, maybe I can't use that yet. So if you send me your character and you are a Patreon subscriber, you can be entered in to Hoodmania 25 somehow or another. We'll figure it out as time goes on.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's not even the start of the road to Hoodmania yet. We're not even there yet. We're close. So it's kind of like the pre-ejaculation of Hoodmania.
Yes, we've got concepts of a plan.
Right.
So.
I mean, and sometimes things just break out and they just go all. Oh! This week in the news. That's right. I wasn't going to talk about myself at all, but I do want to talk about the Four Horsemen and Mythic Legions with their birthrear, the dragon. Okay, let's just call it the dragon. You don't know anything about this, do you? Not? It's like a It's a crowd.
Come on. Yes, I know. It looks fucking crazy.
It's crazy expensive to get everything. It's like $1,000, right? Because they have.
But and there's tiers to it. I know. I actually had this conversation this morning, so I'm even thinking about maybe backing it myself purely as an investment.
So here's my dilemma. I have the money, you know, from selling at Pot of Gold Collectibles and, you know, working so much. So I have the extra money. I do kind of want it. But do I have space for it? Do I really need a fucking dragon? I'm into medieval shit, Lord of the Rings, all that crap. But do I... It's hard. But I think I definitely will buy it for the investment. So I might as well buy one.
I think
just to buy one. But I'm only going to buy the $550 version. Like the Flame Knight and all that other shit with the flame heads, which are $150 for those packs, which you can buy separately. You don't have to buy just a dragon at all.
Yeah, I would buy just the dragon. Because we were talking about it this morning, and I think as an investment, it's great. I don't do Mythic Legions. I'm just not into that. Like, I know enough. I know about it and stuff. It's just, not my thing.
Yeah.
So, but the shit, they're amazing. They look great. I think the quality on them is incredible. Just not my thing. But like I said, from an investment standpoint, I could see that thing going, double, maybe even triple in a year or two.
That's what I can see, and especially like after a couple years, if this thing does make it, and in 3 years they don't make another dragon, oh yeah, it's going to be high up there. But so this is the reason why I probably will fund it, absolutely. Just for the investment. I don't really want a green dragon. I want like an undead dragon or a black dragon, something way more cooler, that's up my. I like the undead shit, frost dragon, something. Green dragon is just pretty plain, but you have to start off with the plain shit first, right?
Yeah, I don't like medieval dragons. I like the Asian style dragons. That's my one tattoo is an Asian style dragon. I always like those. But when I seen this, I was like,
go on
damn,
over to China, visit the motherland.
That is so fucking awesome. I was like, shit, I might have to get one. So
yeah, the head sculpt looks really cool. It's kind of like old school dragon, but with like a new school kind of, Game of Thronesy head kind of, but very awesome. So I think that there's so much articulation on it too. The jaw articulates, so you don't have to buy the stupid mouth breathing head. It's just a little different. It's more fierce. The jaw articulates on the normal version. So they cleared up a lot of confusion on that stuff. But yeah, I think I got to fund it pretty soon before I start spending my money on other stuff that I want. No, because I really want the Magic, the Gathering, like Final Fantasy set. I want to pre-order that, but it's like $200 or $190 on Walmart. Okay. Because there's one card that like does. He's like a cactus dude. And if you know Final Fantasy, he does 9999 damage. Well, this card does that. And it's like, it's blowing up the Magic community. Like, oh, if you get this card, you're retard. It's just.
Yeah.
I have to have that card. But I love Final Fantasy. I like Magic Gathering. I need to buy this set or at least the booster box thing. Hobby box. Fucking whatever.
Hey, if we get enough people to come out to the show, March 22nd and 23rd at Concord High School, stopping by your booth, buying a whole bunch of shit, you can afford both of them.
Look, I'm going to be selling like a lot of shit that I don't normally sell, like mini Legos, but like mini figs of like kind of Lego-esque shit, same shit, but third party of characters that don't even exist in the Lego verse, like Predator and aliens and horror people and some other shit, fucking Fallout. I don't know why I'm getting into this shit. I just like them. I don't collect them, but I sell them. And I even got Trump. I got bloody Trump, like assassination Trump. That didn't work out. And he puts his arm up and shit. Yeah, it's cool. I've sold a bunch of those in the shop.
Yeah.
And then all the Pokemon stuff I've been buying for cheap.
Oh yeah, Pokemon shit has been going crazy. I'm placing an order for a bunch of bootleg Pokemon vinyl figures and shit like that. So,
dude, I have some like Pokemon stuffed animals or plushies, but it's like Pikachu, but his skin tone or whatever, like the cloth print is all different colored Pikachus. I don't know if that's a thing or it's a knockoff or something. Do you know what that is?
I don't know.
It looks really cool. So I bought 2 of them thinking I can sell them,
You probably could. The Pokemon plush does really well.
Okay.
So all the Pokemon stuff, anything Pokemon is going crazy right now. Like I said, I was ordering some vinyl figures. I've been selling the Pokemon Sunny Angel knockoffs.
Okay. Yeah, I sold
those
out.
Have been going like
I sold out of the little vinyl figures of like the Deadpool Pikachu knockoffs. Those went quick. You were right.
Oh yeah. So I'm ordering a bunch of shit like that. I found some ones that are little ice cream cones that got Pokemon stacked on them, and those have been pretty popular. I've seen them at the toy shows, and people have been buying them like crazy. So,
I mean, speaking of like little kid stuff, everyone's wondering where Cobra Dad is. Well, he's probably out like playing SkyBangers or something like that. I don't know what it's called.
oh,
The
I
baby's
saw him this
games.
morning.
Okay.
Yes,
He was at La Polga,
He was out
searching for SkyBangers.
Yeah, he was.
Skylanders.
I saw him for
right?
like
Yeah.
Skylanders.
I like
yeah.
SkyBangers
I
better.
saw him for like 2 minutes, and me and Seneca were walking, and then we saw him. We heard him first.
Oh no.
He
no
was
shit.
a whole row. Oh, he was a whole row away from us,
Bro,
And he
I
goes,
need to
I just heard
SkyBangers.
C Dad. So he goes, C Dad, where are you at? And then all of a sudden he pops his head up over someone's booth.
Will the real C Dad
And then-
please stand up?
Yeah. So he came over, had his little dog with him, talked to us for like a
Chicharron.
minute, and then he's like, yeah, I'm going this way. Okay. And then he was off.
Yeah, you
Never
guys,
seen him after that.
You guys do La Polga the weird way. You guys go reverse of what I do. I go to like, where people bring their shit from home and don't normally sell, because that's where you find the good stuff, I think. You guys go the other route where you go.
We go that way because there's a couple people on that side that they bring they bring in like the junk stuff too, and we've gotten good stuff on that side starting over there. We know a couple people.
I have
That's
too.
also where Cobra and Adam used to set up also.
That's true.
So we got used to starting on that side and going over there and talking to them. Then
I've been
halfway
going
through we
there
stop
for,
and get
like,
our churros.
Since I was a little kid, and I always have to go the opposite side. I always have to. It's always been the better side. I mean, even like when I was a young kid.
Yeah, as a kid, I either went to the one at by the Cow Palace, or we went to San Jose.
San Jose used to be good. It sucks now. Although
it's
you can get
horrible
beer,
Oh, there's a beer cart, and there's some good. There's good food in there.
But they got beer now at our La Polga, So not that I need it, but I'm not there at beer time. San Jose, you're usually there for a while, and I'm like, okay,
Exactly.
I'm gonna go get a beer.
You walk so much, you can have a couple beers, and San Jose used to be so much better. It's not that great anymore.
There's nothing better than thrifting and like having a beer and hanging out, especially at a giant, like even like the what's the Roseville one? They call it something.
What is it? Roseville or Folsom?
It's Roseville, and they call it they call it something different. But I know even outside there's a wrestling shop that only opens on certain days, and it's open that day, of course. And they usually have wrestlers there every once in a while, usually AEW wrestlers, but they get all kinds of wrestlers in there for signing. And it's just a little shop that has a bunch of wrestling figures, and the dude only opens like 2 days a week, maybe, if that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
It's a cool, they don't have a bunch of people selling all their old shit. That they do. They have an area for that, and then they're intermittent. But some of these dudes, they rent out the space forever, and they have even McDonald's signs, the whole fucking top of the building sign for sale, shit like that, man. It's antiques and crap, and people kind of know what they have. There's even a toy shop in the place where the guy rents out, and it's all beat up toys, in packages. Roscon, older shit.
Yeah.
But sometimes people don't know what they have, and it's fun to go look. Let's move on with the news. First up for Toy Fair, let's go with NECA. So, NECA, we finally seen the Bruce. And if you don't know what I'm talking about Jaws. And I think his jaws articulated. I didn't really get it too good look at the articulation of this beast. But I do know you can put trash in his mouth. And he comes with one of those, some of the trash is the ship steering wheel. I don't know what they call that. I know white women who fix up houses, they'll put it on a wall, and call it art and sell the house for millions of dollars.
It's just a wheel, just the ship's wheel.
Ship wheel. There's gotta be a name for it. It's ornate. It's like the pirate ship steering thing.
Yeah, I know. We have one somewhere. My wife's
Is it on your wall?
grandpa. No. No.
Are you gonna like put on carpenter jeans and wear them real tight because you're married to a blonde girl, and then because you need to redo homes and shit like that and have a show, and you actually like put your hammer through the carpenter jean hammer holder? I've never seen anyone actually do that except for on those fucking shows.
Dude, I own carpenter jeans. I wear them, and I have never ever put a fucking hammer in the hammer loop.
Have you ever used the loop for anything?
Never.
Okay, good.
Not at all. Yeah.
Because if you did, you're out of here. No, I don't know. I've never seen anyone use that thing. I know it's for a hammer, and it's for easy access, But normally you got like a belt or like something,
Yeah. If you're really working, you don't have just a hammer. You have a full belt on that has a hammer holder.
Well, to be fair, carpenter jeans do have like little pockets for shit too, like nails. You need nails.
You know what I put in those? Is zip ties. When I'm setting up for a show, I use the pockets to hold all my zip ties.
I don't know how that works. Okay, that joke's a little going too far because those shows suck, man. I don't watch any of them.
I don't watch any of them.
Religiously, I don't watch them. I just, catch them in viewing sometimes. But also with the Ultimate Bruce, whatever, they showed off Ultimate Hooper and Quint. And we will never get the other guy, which I forget his name. I haven't seen Jaws in years, but usually you watch it every Memorial Day or something. 4th of July, maybe. Geez. I think it's Memorial Day. Jaws is a Memorial Day movie, right? Or is it 4th of July?
I believe so.
I think it's Memorial Day. That's a Memorial Day movie. But who's the other guy? His family won't allow him to be made in figure form or anything. He's the main... Brody, yes.
Yeah.
Brody will never be made in figure form because his family, they just don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll never get that. But Hooper and Quint, they look like them. They're Ultimates, and yeah, I'm not buying that shit. Also with NECA, they showed off their Terrifier Ultimates. And if you don't know who Terrifier, that's Art the Clown. And I think he solidified himself as a horror icon during episode or movie 2, Terrifier 2. Like, I don't think he did at Terrifier 1. It was great. It's a classic now, but Terrifier 2 was the shit. And it really solidified him, like, up there with Freddy, Jason, Chucky, Michael Myers, all of them. But he might not be as high as them, but he will get there, I think, in time.
I think so. I know who he is. Never seen one of the movies. I heard you talk about it, had no idea, and I was able just to piece it together by seeing like the memes and stuff and hearing you talk about it. I was like, oh, I bet that's who Jonathan's been talking about.
Let me tell you, it's not scary, and it's just weird and funny. It's very funny, but also very gory. And some scenes, it doesn't go too sick, but it does. Like sometimes you'll see like, a chainsaw through like a penis all the way up the body. And you see everything. But it's funny. It's it's not grotesque. It's just, even my wife went to go see it and she closes her eyes at parts, but then laughs at certain parts. Like it's a well-made, good movie, And also, the dude who plays Art the Clown is so fucking good. He doesn't speak, but his mannerisms as a mime, and he actually was a mime before. He's very good, very hilarious.
Yeah. I like the Saw movies and stuff like that, so the gore doesn't bother me.
Then you need to watch these, dude. Or at least
as long as if the story's good, I'm okay. I don't like a lot of horror because I think the stories suck.
Then watch part 2 and part 3. Part 1 is just very weird and out there. I love it, but it has its funny moments and stuff. But part 2 is where they bring in like all this story, and it's actually cool. It's really long though, and part 3 is very fun because he's in his Santa gear, and it's a Christmas horror film, and I love Christmas horror film, and that's what the figure they showed off. It's Art the Clown in his Santa gear, there's a scene in the movie where Art the Clown is infatuated with Santa. And he goes to this bar, and there's, a Santa drinking beer at the bar, hanging out, after work. And Art the Clown is like, oh, I finally found him. He's not speaking, but you can tell by the way his mind mannerisms. And
you can tell he's excited. Yeah.
Hanging out with them, and Santa's like, oh no, he's a fan. Like, come on, come sit on my lap. It's really fun and hilarious. I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but you just have to watch it.
All right.
They also showed off an ultimate little pale girl, which is awesome. She's from part 2. It's kind of like a being that Art the Clown sees. It's actually the evil entity that makes all this stuff happen. It embodies little girl, another woman in the series, and it actually brings Art back alive. So it's actually like this demon presence that is doing all this. But still, they also have all the Toonie Terrors of all this stuff, which I don't think anyone really collects. Toonie Terrors are for people who are at Target and go, oh, I like that, I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah, that's what I sell them to.
Yeah.
So
horror fans and stuff who just like
they're,
little
they're
knickknacks.
for people that don't have. Yeah, like I said, normally it's people that don't want, don't really collect. They'll see it and be like, "Oh, hey, look, here's Jason, here's Freddy, here's Elvira."
Yeah, it's kind of Scooby-Doo style or something.
Yeah,
it's cool.
They paid $10-15 for them, and
yeah, which I'm not mad at, or making fun of people who just collect random knick-knacky shit. That's fine. That's cool.
I mean, yeah, they have their place, so
you don't have to be a hardcore collector in anything. You just have to, like certain shit and actually like collecting, and also like this podcast and subscribe.
Yes, and join the Patreon.
That's the
for
best part of the
$5
episode.
a month.
Right. I love watching YouTube and people tell me to subscribe. Like I don't know that already,
All the time. Oh, hit that subscribe button.
Oh shit! There's I didn't know. Oh my god!
I had no clue.
Something new.
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Really?
Oh, and comment? Oh, fuck yeah! I'm gonna comment because I didn't ever. Yeah. Also, with the NECA, they shut off their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012 Nickelodeon Turtles. So I know a lot of people are a fan of that series, and they say it was really good. I've never watched it. I was doing other things. I don't
like the way those turtles look.
I don't either, and plus I was doing other cooler things in 2012, man. I had a monster band, like Guar and shit, and I was banging chicks, and a lot of them were like my guitarist girlfriends, but still, it doesn't matter. I was having fun and partying. Not watching Nickatoon Turtles, okay?
I think I was coaching softball.
Oh shit! So. Yeah, see, you were already a family man. I was still partying.
Oh yeah.
Also, with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NECA, they're continuing with the Universal monsters. Now these, I think they're getting a lot better. Not that the other ones were bad. They're very well sculpted. I can tell the artists had a lot of fun, and they have a lot of love in this line. I just don't really care about the line. But the Dracula Shredder, he's all right. That's cool. The Splinter, who's the dude who kills Dracula? Van Helsing. It's all right. We've seen it before. But
yes, I've seen it. So. When I saw those, I was like, okay, hey, these are kind of cool. Not really my thing, but I was like, okay, these aren't that bad. I was like, at first, I was like, it's a little bit of a weird crossover, but, Cobra collects Turtles of Grayskull, so not so bad.
Not anymore. Those are, just played.
Yeah.
Those are actually toys. Dudes are collecting toys that didn't really exist. Fans of He-Man and Turtles are buying this shit. Grown men, and they're toys. They're toys. They're meant for kids.
They're not, they're not real collectibles.
No, and they will never be collectibles. I don't think those ever will. Like the NECA stuff, yeah, it is because it's sculpted by somebody, and there's a lot of detail into it. It's not a Playmates fucking Mattel bullshit.
Yeah,
but the one I really like is the Krang Metaluna Mutant android body. this shit looks fucking cool. Like, so the Metaluna mutant is the alien from This Island Earth, I think. It's not the day the Earth stood still. I think it's This Island Earth, like the shitty, like old school sci-fi film that really sucks that people actually really love. Like my dad would watch it all the fucking time. And the cheesy aliens with the big ass brains and like the pincher claws. Super 7 made one of them. And while I have that, and I bought it for cheap and also gave my dad one because he's a fan, like NECA's doing that too. But the Turtles version with Krang as the Metaluna mutant with the brain, and then like the android body looks, I don't know what it's from, but it's supposed to be part of the Universal Monsters line. But it looks really cool. That one I would actually pick up just because of how weird and detailed it is. Like it seems like something out of like Rat Fink or something like that.
Okay, that one I didn't see, so I have no idea what it looks like.
It's very cool. And then they showed off like a two-headed Michelangelo and Donatello. I don't know if it's like it's supposed to be Heckle and Jekyll or whatever you call them. Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Were they two-headed? I don't know.
No, they were two. It was two people like in the same body.
So I don't know how this is a universal monster then. It's a two-headed thing. Looks like a troll, but it's two turtles, like two heads, like troll-looking thing. What universal monster is that?
Maybe their interpretation of it. I don't know.
Could be. Well, it's dumb, and I don't look, it's a fine sculpt, but it's just, who wants that? Also,
who cares?
NECA's releasing a blind box Chucky series, and I'm pretty sure all these vinyl unarticulated figures are from the show that was canceled, which I watched season 1 and season 2. I don't know if I watched season 3. I don't remember. I think I did. Maybe. Did that have like bald Chuck and like everything else? Like what's his name? The Godfather Chuck? The dude who plays the Godfather, like he was kind of like a Chucky-esque person or something like that. But I don't know. Blind box Chuckies. Get them while they're hot. And I don't know if this is NECA, but I think it is. But at Toy Fair, they had a Beetlejuice like set. Now, this is like, Delia Dietz's like sculptures, or at least one of the sculptures, and it's like the tree thing, but it's posed not like her sculpture, like when it runs around. I think it's part of a NECA set, like they do the accessory set, but they also showed off like the fireplace when it turns into that giant M for some reason, and then like that stone dude comes out to officiate the wedding. It's like, you take the scar. That dude who's like there for a second and then disappears. Like, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know how much Beetlejuice shit I need. Maybe none. I love the movies now. I love them. They're great. But
I like Beetlejuice. My daughter loves Beetlejuice. She has all kinds of Beetlejuice shit. So
I see people shitting on the new movie, and I think the new movie's really good and fun.
I thought it was great.
Yeah,
I saw nothing wrong with it. I mean,
I can pick it apart by just going like, oh, too many storylines that they don't.
But that's
really...
any movie you can do that too. I mean,
right? They could have like left out the wife of Beetlejuice. There's no reason for that because they don't explore that at all. I think they should have had the ghost kid marrying the young girl. That's a cool storyline. But
yeah.
Or just pick one. Go with like Beetlejuice's wife, or have the ghost kid. Pick one. It seemed like too much, but still, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was great,
and I think I would buy figures from it, no problem. As long as they were good. It's just, but I don't have. Look, I have to buy this fucking dragon. I can't buy a bunch of Beetlejuice figures and have them hanging out.
Yeah.
What are they going to do with a dragon? Whoa, dragons. Hey, dragons.
Beetlejuice could ride the dragon or something.
Yeah, he could, but, if he hates sandworms, he's going to hate dragons.
Oh.
Unless he eats his wife,
Dude, they can fight.
Wait, did he ride a sandworm in the second one?
No, I think he was the sandworm.
I don't remember. Didn't someone rode the sandworm in the second one, right? Somebody did. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just stupid. Also with NECA, they showed off more of their Sesame Street line. Now, the word on the street was, and I heard this was made up, especially, so the Sesame
I
Street
said it was
figures.
made up. Yeah.
But I guess mothers are mad that Bert and Ernie will have too many items that will choke children. You might have said this, and I know Vile Labs from Highly Posable also said, like, it's made up just to promote the figures, have some controversy
That's
around
exactly what
Sesame
I
Street
said.
figures, because no kids are buying this. It's all adults.
Yeah. Exactly what I said. And maybe they're using it to push the line that, they're unsure about. Oh, hey, are we really going to sell enough Sesame Street?
Oh,
Well, hey,
dude, they're
what
selling.
if we just say, I'm just saying, it's just one of those things to get more people interested in it. Hey, let's really push this out. We know there's a market for it, but if we really push it, maybe we can bring some other people in. Like they say, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right.
So
I heard.
look at the Wicked dolls. Same thing. People went out and bought that shit that would have been at
Dumbasses.
LostCon next year.
Yep.
So
Right, just because it
Yeah.
led you to a porno site, but you can go to that porno site anytime you want. And it's not even a good
yeah,
porno
but
site.
now
Come
you got
on.
the doll that tells you to. So
No, the doll
People are
doesn't tell you
stupid.
to. It's the bottom of the box. It's just a box.
well, yeah.
But I heard that Hoodcast is also choking children. Not inherently, like, and not purposely. I just heard. So don't listen, children.
Yeah.
This is not for children. If you listen this far, you're probably cool, and you're probably safe. But don't go any further, okay? You're probably a goonie, and you won't listen anyway. So, but yeah, for their Sesame Street line that is choking children nationwide, they showed off the Big Bird, and also the Fuzzy Monster. And I think his name is Fuzzy Monster. He's like the blue guy who's like, blue. I'm blue, or I'm something. He sounds like this. Dum dum. He's just a big furry guy. I think he's called Fuzzy Monster. And also,
I'm trying to think who that is.
he
I don't know.
he comes with like a little Muppet thing too, but he's just blue. And I know there's some song that he does something like that. He's not a famous monster. Like he's not in he's not in any movie. Because it's Sesame Street, not the Muppets.
Yeah.
But he does do some songs. And he just wasn't a popular character.
Was it Telly?
Who did Telly look like?
Telly was like a blue was Telly a blue monster or a red monster? Maybe that's wrong.
The name, I'm pretty sure it's Fuzzy Monster. And he's blue. He's like
Okay.
he's not Cookie Monster. He's got longer hair and he's looks more straight up and down with a frown.
Okay,
Like,
he could be. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
That's how he talks.
Yeah.
And then they showed off Oscar the Grouch. And he's got his trash can and all that shit. But he's only peeking out a little bit. That's it, So just a little tease of Oscar the Grouch. Which is, that one I think I might get. I'm not going to get Gay Bert and Early. I just don't need all of them,
I don't know. That almost seems like the line wouldn't be that big. So I could see, having to get all of them. It would kind of make sense.
Yeah, but like, really, do you need all of them? Like, I just want them for background. Like, if you're doing like a city shot, like action figure photography, Spider-Man swinging through, you kind of want like Oscar the Grouch peeking out, like as an Easter egg,
Oh, yeah, that would be good. But
Right, or like he's finally on Skid Row, down on Skid Row, and he's like doing blow and crack. He's
dude, if we could get like a Snuffleupagus
yeah,
for other people to ride on,
he'd be
that'd be great.
Probably like a pretty expensive figure though. He'd be like $60 or $50, be a little bigger.
Probably, but I could see there being a lot of uses for that.
You know, I always thought Big Bird was like very confused. He was confused about everything, and I'm also not sure if Big Bird was a male or female. So I think, like, I don't know about identity politics with Big Bird, but I also didn't watch Sesame Street, after, I was 5. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I got to catch up.
I mean, just, I would guess that Big Bird was a guy because I'm pretty sure I saw him wearing a tie before.
Well, yeah, okay. That's true, but also, yeah, and he wore a tie in a time where girls didn't wear ties, but they could if they wanted to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was Big Bird trying to get
Avril
a job
Lavigne
or
showed
something?
us that.
Yes, true.
So,
And she was a punky skater girl.
yeah. And, that was Big Bird was around a long time before her, so.
So are you saying that Avril Lavigne and the people who created Avril Lavigne and also killed her and created her clone, they should sue Big Bird? Or no, Big Bird should sue them.
For cultural appropriation, yes.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I think so.
Bring back Sesame Street and make it stronger. Make it great again or something. I don't know how that works. Is it still on HBO?
Yeah, make Sesame Street great again. I have no idea where you would even watch Sesame Street. I'm assuming PBS.
No, it went to
If
HBO.
PBS is still around, did we defund that?
We defunded
I don't know.
There's no more like Horatio Hornblower playing anymore, which I thought like maybe they might show some boobs. They never did. It was just stupid and boring, and I hate it. Like, Horatio Hornblower is on next. I'm like, cool. Maybe it's like about pirates and boobies. No, it's gayness. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
We thought maybe like with fucking Shaka Zulu or something, you'd see some,
Yeah.
some African titties. But I don't remember that.
Nat Geos, we get to see them, Next up, down the same line, Trick or Treat Studios. So they have their 8-inch line and their 5-inch line. I'm not sure about what is what, but they showed off their Jeepers Creeper monster, the Creeper. I'm pretty sure that's the 8-inch, barely posable version, which they're going hardcore with that shit, like their killer clowns that are all showing up at Walmart that nobody's buying. No, people are buying them, not as many as they thought, because I did not buy any of them. Like, these are cool, but they're way too expensive. Not gonna do it. What was cool, though, is they had the Crow figures, which they have the normal Brandon Lee Crow, which he's 8-inch, barely posable. But they have the comic version Crow. So the dude who created the Crow, what's his name? James O'Barr. He's cool. I've met him.
Who the fuck he is.
I hung out with him like multiple days in a row. But he was kind of creepy to women, okay? Just a little creepy to women who not even were my friends. They're like, I made friends with one of these women just as friends. I had a girlfriend and stuff, but she loved James O'Barr and she hung out with him too, as well as me and my cousin. We hung out all weekend. He was a little creepy, or let me say, way creepy to her. And then she told me about it. And she's like, yeah, fuck that. Fuck, I fucking hate the Crow now. And look, I did a whole interview with James O'Barr, and he talked about, his wife dying, all this shit. And he's like, I still have the ring. Because, he relates to what he writes, and he never wrote anything great again, Make James O'Barr great again. Don't. Look, everyone, I'm not saying that he's a creeper, I'm just saying he was a little creepy that time, maybe. I don't know.
You're saying this? I've got a picture right in front of me signed by Eric Estrada, and that dude's a fucking creep.
Really? I mean,
yes.
He's from Chips, dude.
Yeah.
Look, when these dudes tour around, travel around, they just want to get laid, man, and sign something. Sign a boobie or two. You know who's a dick?
He.
Honky Tonk Man. Honky Tonk Man is a piece of shit. And he's a dick.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to him, he's a piece of shit and a dick. And he knows me now. Like, and we're cool. But
Yeah.
that's only because, like, we were not cool forever. And, like, I know he's a piece of shit. And we're cool now.
Yeah. Eric Estrada asked my 2 wives to make out. And he would sign a picture for them.
Okay. How is he not cool then?
Well,
to you, all the listeners are like, dude, he sounds pretty cool, man.
No, like, people that have had to deal with him have said, yeah, he's a fucking creeper around women. But,
dude, it was a different time back then, though. When you
this
were
was
rich
2 years ago.
No. I'm saying when you were.
Oh, I know.
Like in the 80s and famous, and like you could be a creeper back then, and it was a normal thing.
Yeah. So we got the picture, and we had him sign it for my mom. So she was like, "Oh wow, thanks."
How'd you get it?
Didn't tell her how we got it.
Well, Mom, he just said he loved that you were a fan and that you loved the show.
Yeah.
And he asked me to kiss him, and I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
Continue on with Trick or Treat Studios. They also showed off their GWAR figures, the 5-inch figures, which, bro, like, this has been like over a year now, and they haven't gone up for pre-order. I'm getting a little worried, but they showed them up here, and they look amazing. Even though they're 5-inch, the detail is crazy good. I know the Odorous is a Build-A-Figure, so, dude, I'm buying 2 sets of these. This is why I don't want to, like, buy the Dragon right away. I also want to get these GWAR figures. All these pre-orders need to go up, in a timely fashion to when I have money.
Yes.
They need to check with me on my schedule.
They need to consult with us. Actually, Trick or Treat Studios recently asked if we wanted to be a wholesaler for them.
Really?
At Pot of Gold Collectibles. Yes. So
take that with a grain of salt, man, because their shit don't sell. It doesn't.
No, I know. We've got a few things from them before, and they sold. They kind of took forever, but they'd like us to carry more of their products. So
look, horror takes a long time to sell because there's a lot of horror fans, but horror fans who buy shit, and horror fans are very picky on what they buy. They don't just buy any random thing. Some do, and most don't, because horror fans are broke, dude. Let me tell you. They don't have money. They love horror films. They don't work normal jobs, dude. They work weird jobs like tattoo artists and shit like that, and only, make enough for rent here and there, and then they go out and party with some band. Or look, horror fans are weird. They just are. So funding Trick or Treat Studios, because all they do is horror. Yeah, it depends on how, like, if you're making a good profit from them.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but we can see. I want to say they gave us something like 40 points, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I would pick certain items maybe, but other than that, I don't know. They also, the GWAR figures are dope. I would not sell those in a shop at all. That's an online thing. And when they stop making the GWAR figures, it's done. And then those GWAR figures, they will go up in value, like skyrocket, once they stop making them. They're also doing Terrifier figures, but we can skip over that. They're also doing the Leprechaun, which everyone's been wanting NECA to do, but Trick or Treat Studios is like, fuck it, we'll do the Leprechaun. Fuck it. They're probably gonna do Leprechaun in space and every other Leprechaun movie where he looks the exact fucking same.
Yeah.
And release the same figure over and over again. They're also doing Hellraiser. So they showed off some of the Cenobites. And I don't know if it's they showed off the girl Hellraiser from the newer movie, maybe? I don't know what it was, but I know they're doing Hellraiser, so that's cool. They're also doing RoboCop, which I'm all in. But maybe not on Trick or Treat Studios, that other company, because they're doing the whole gang. The Asian guy, the white guy, the black guy. Look, I used to know their names. Clarence Boddicker, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
But the Trick or Treat Studios, they're also doing a Clarence Boddicker. And he looks okay. It's a grayed out sculpt. I think it's a 5-inch version, like a, barely articulated or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. But I do like about Trick or Treat Studios when they do 5-inch versions, they make a bunch of them, and then they make a carrying case, like old school carrying case. Like even Gwar figures, they have a carrying case, and it's the Gwar ice wall from Antarctica. If you know the Gwar history, then you know. But really cool. I'm gonna have to get that too.
So
yeah, you don't need to. Look, Gwar, they're space aliens who came to Earth to take it over, but they got frozen in Antarctica. And then Sleazy P. Martini, he's like a coke dealer and all this shit. He wears a really shiny suit. He somehow ends up in Antarctica and goes into this cave like, hey, what am I doing in here? And the light reflects off his suit and melts the ice that held in the aliens. And then the aliens were about to kill this dude, but he offers them crack and blow, and they get hooked to it. And then they just learn instruments, and they just play music for crack, And they sing about killing the earth and all this shit and doing all this shit, but they just keep drinking and doing blow. That's the story, Gwar. There's more to it.
The only reason I know who Gwar is because I seen them on Beavis and Butthead when I was a teenager.
That made them even huger.
Yeah, that was I didn't know who they were. I seen them on Beavis and Butthead, so that is the extent of my Gwar knowledge. I've seen them.
A lot of people have seen Gwar in concert after that, and when you see Gwar in concert, you're like, okay, that was fucking brutal. Gwar now, it's still a good show. I just after the lead singer died, I can't do it. Maybe now, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's probably just not the same.
Well, it's not at all. It's not. But I still respect it, and those guys need to continue and make money. And now that they're making beard oil and vapes and whatever to keep them alive, even though the music sucks, whatever. Yeah, do it. More power to you, because we should have HoodCast vapes and HoodCast beard oil. You can smell like Newports. Smell like the fallen.
Yeah, a fucking menthol beard oil. There we go.
I actually have been using a beard oil that the Fig Wife got me, and it actually smells pretty good. Not like Newports, but I think it did give me some acne on my chin because it's like oil, I don't know. Continue. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No. When I had my beard, I would use it occasionally. I just didn't like it, but it does help. Keep if you get dry skin under there, and you don't want the beard dandruff on your shirt. The beard oil is pretty good.
Oh, I don't know anything about beard dandruff, dude. That's like a long school, like you got to have a long beard for that. You used to.
Well, I used to. So yeah, when it was really long, it would get like that, and I would shampoo and condition it every day and stuff. But you still need to do something when it gets that long. So.
Continuing with Trick or Treat Studios, one cool thing that they're doing, and I think this is the 8-inch version, they're doing Maniac Cop, which is another classic horror film. It's not really famous, but horror people know Maniac Cop. He's like a monstrous cop,
I don't know it.
And he brutalizes people. He looks stupid, man. But when you watch the movie, it's just fun, and campy and crappy, but brutal. It's good. Also, with their Killer Clowns line, they're doing a new 5-inch Killer Clowns line. And this time, they have Debbie's Roommates. And if you've seen Killer Clowns, you know who Debbie's Roommates are. Do you know, Chisel?
No, I do not. I've never seen Killer Clowns.
Dude, you need to watch this film. It's great. It's campy. It's fun. The effects, the costumes are all made by the Jurassic Park crew and shit like that. It's not that it's well written. It's just it seems like an 80s movie that was made nowadays to represent the 80s. Like,
Okay.
dude, it holds up. Like, it's like they're making fun of the 80s, and you're watching it now, and all these killer clowns are killing everyone with cotton candy cocoons. You know, dude, it's phenomenal. It really is. Like, it's not scary unless you're really scared of clowns, but it's comical. It's fun. The aliens, the clown aliens look great. The spaceship is a giant big top. They turn people into cotton candy balloons and cocoons and suck the juice out of them. Like, it's really good. But Debbie's roommates, so the Terenzi brothers, they drive an ice cream truck, and with a giant clown head on the top, and so they think that their best friend is dating this girl named Debbie, and she has some roommates, and he tells them about them that they have look, you guys, you got to come hang out with me. I got this girl Debbie. She's got these roommates, and they have giant boobs, and it's the only way he can get his friends to go hang out. So when the Terenzi brothers, who own the ice cream truck, they somehow end up in the spaceship, and they end up in a ball pit in the spaceship because it's all clown related. And they get up out of the ball pit, they escape, and then there's two clowns sitting there, girl clowns. And then they turn around, and the girl clowns' boobs blow up like balloons. And the Terenzi brothers both smile and go, "Are you Debbie's roommates?" It's so fucking good. And to me alone, the clown boobies are kind of hot, and they're making figures with their boobs blown up.
All right.
I can
get behind that.
That's a long story, but it's great.
Yeah, any action figure with big boobs is okay with me.
Well, because they're not represented in figures anymore, dude. Like, even in wrestling, where women, they pride themselves on their boobs and their body and how it looks, but then Mattel's like, well, fuck it, we're gonna use the same buck for every woman.
Yeah,
but we're gonna make
just
different
saw somebody
bucks for
talking
the dudes.
about that too. Yeah.
It makes no sense. And I get we can't have sexuality in children. Da, da, da. Like, dude, but they're watching it. It's a PG product. They're watching it on TV. These are what they look like. You know? This is okay. You're still doing the Barbie thing.
Yeah. They didn't make Nia Jax skinny, so why would you make someone's boobs smaller?
Right. Nia Jax got her own body sculpt. So did Dewdrop or Piper Nippon or whatever her name is. And then there's certain women figures that got their own body forms. Like Bailey gained a bunch of weight and stuff like that. Not a bunch, but good amount. And they didn't change her fucking body. Like, what the fuck? They changed her head sculpt. Like, dude, come on. We all know Bailey's got that badunkadunk, and you need to not showcase it, but just give her the wider hips and a little thicker, Like, do it. I think it's about being cheap too.
Yeah.
Next,
they can just keep reusing shit. So
yeah, and I think that's what it really is, and especially they're probably women figure sales aren't as high as the men's, so they don't put that much effort into it.
Yeah.
Next up, Hiya Toys. So with their exquisite line, they're doing RoboCop, just like everybody else. You got to, I guess. But the real kicker is their Rocky 2 figure. Now, it's Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, in his fedora and black gear with the tiger on the back. But he comes with the dog, Butch or whatever. And he's got the shirt on him. It's fucking awesome, man. I love this figure. This is a definite must buy. Now, it's a grayed out sculpt, but they have him in his cloth gear. But the dog looks cool and everything. They also showed off a Apollo that has the American gear, but the Apollo's face, Apollo Creed, he looks like Keenan and Kel, Keenan from
Keenan
SNL.
Thompson.
Keenan Thompson.
Yes.
Yeah, I know him as Keenan and Kel, which nobody
Yeah.
knows what happened to Kel. I think he was murdered or something. I don't know. Probably molested till he was murdered on Epstein Island.
No,
I don't know how that.
Him and Kel just did a thing together not that long ago.
That's true. I think I watched that, and
Yeah.
I was super juiced, because I used to watch it too, but I was more a fan of Brother Brother. Is it Brother Brother? I think it was.
I don't know.
It was on Nickelodeon.
Brother.
No, it was called but it was like two brothers, and it's like, yo, DD. I don't remember. And then there was a best friend Goo who he's like, yo, I'm gonna give you the haircut like Cool Dr. Money, the rapper you like. And dude, it was a really bad show about two black kid brothers and then their best friend Goo. And then their favorite rapper was Cool Dr. Money. Dude, it was a terrible show, but I think it was called Brother Brother, right? I don't know.
Well, I mean, there was Sister Sister, so I don't know that it'd be Brother Brother unless it was a shitty spinoff. But
maybe I'm mixing it up with the In Living Color bit, the brothers, they're black and the brothers. I don't know. I forget what it was called. I'll have to look it up. It was really good though. Also with Hiya Toys, they're doing some Walking Dead shit. They those look cool. With the Negan and the Rick and Cheetah Candy guy. Cheetah Candy. If you know what I'm talking about, Mega Man stuff, and also the Breaking Bad. So they have Walter White and Jesse Pinkman, and also a grayed out sculpt of Saul Goodman, which these are very cool. These might be a must pick up. They look really good with all the cloth goods and stuff. The Saul Goodman is just a grayed out sculpt, but the Walter White looks cool, and so does Jesse Pinkman.
I haven't finished Breaking Bad yet. I'm over halfway through it now.
It takes time, man. It's hard to binge for me because it's so depressing. All the gray tones and yellow tones depress me out.
No, I don't get depressed. So
yeah, but I don't like the feeling of a show sometimes. Even though it's one of a very good show. People say it's one of the best shows ever made, and I would agree, but I would also disagree. But I think it is very depressing and very off-putting just how it's filmed, which it's purposely that way. So I get it. So viewing it one time a week, I think, is very more plausible rather than binging it.
yeah, I noticed that. I did notice that by watching it. I was like, this would be different. Watching it every week, you'd be like, oh, okay. You'd be like, I want to see what happens, but it's like you're constantly waiting for the next one, but it's like not a whole lot is happening at the same time, but what's next? And it just keeps going on like that. And I was like, okay. I was like, I guess this would be different if you were watching it,
Yeah,
a little at a time.
it was more like watching like soap operas, and then we speculate on shit during the week, and not too hardcore, but it was just a show that everyone was watching, but not too much talking about with each other about. That's how I was watching it, even though I knew everyone was watching it, we weren't talking about it that much or what would happen. Maybe a little bit oh yeah, you're gonna watch it, yeah, oh yeah, I think this is gonna happen. Oh, you might be right, and then we watch it, and then, oh, did you see that? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and that's it. All right, yeah, good talk. See you next week. Yeah.
Next up, Mcfarlane. So continuing with his DC Multiverse line that is confirmed to be ending, I think. Because, look, McFarlane is showing off all these new lines now. He's trying, I think he's done with DC. He has to be, because there's no reason why Hasbro would pick up DC without killing McFarlane.
Yeah.
It cannot. Hasbro is not gonna let Mattel or whatever. Mattel did. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait. No, Hasbro did.
No, it was Mattel.
Was it Mattel? I thought it was like.
Pretty sure it was Mattel got the license.
No, I think it was Hasbro. I did a whole episode on it, I think. Because I compared it to Marvel Legends a lot. And yeah, look, I can't remember. Dude, I've been working 90 hours a week. I think it was Hasbro because Marvel Legends and shit, you know? I'm pretty sure. Pretty. Google it. But Mcfarlane, for his final phase of, it's not final, but because he's got till 2026, Starman, whoever the fuck that guy is, I wrote him down in my notes, and he is Starman. Yes. People are juiced. You're excited. You're yelling, going, Starman was this, and he did fucking this, and he was a cameo. You should fucking know this. And I'm like, dude, his name is Starman. He's not like Superman, which is also a dumb name, but at least he has lineage. Starman's got lineage. He's a star fucking man. Okay, you don't fucking get it. He's a man from a star. And he was doing it. Fucking Starman, dude. Also, Mcfarlane's like, hey, you want another Batman? Well, here's Batman purple suit. Oh, I did that? Well, this one's extra purpley.
This is special purple.
Yeah. This is like the gayest purple I could think of, because that's what they did in the comic book. Yeah, so it's kind of like an Easter purple or something. I don't know. It's like Batman is hunting for an egg painted in Fabergé or something. I don't know, but my kid found it first. He tried to eat it and realized, oops, this egg is gay. This makes absolutely no sense. He also showed off another Azrael Batman, which I don't own any of them. Never found any of them. All my reseller friends always had them at too high priced, and I never made a deal. Never got an Azrael Batman. And I like Nightfall Batman. I always wanted one, like from the comic book, not the the later ones. But this one's like the black and gold one.
Dude, I had one. I had no idea what the hell it was, and I sold it.
Yeah. Like the blue and black one or the red and black one.
I think it was blue and black.
That's the one I want. I like the red and black one too, though.
It was hella long ago, and like I said, I just wasn't doing it, and I knew it was going for good money, so I scalped the shit out of it.
I figured they'd just remake the shit out of it, so I really didn't care. Like, I was just waiting for like a 2-pack to happen, which I think still will happen, before 2026. Maybe, who knows? But also with Mcfarlane, he showed off his Godzilla Superman, which Godzilla is fucking huge, and then Superman is like a really tiny figure. Very cool. For the Godzilla Superman. The whole DC monster universe shit that the comics they were reading it on the Weekly Habit Unlimited, if you want to backtrack and go Google that shit on YouTube. Also a classic Supergirl, and also Mcfarlane announced he's doing Mortal Kombat classics. I have to fix a thing I did last episode. I said these were page punchers and little. I was wrong. I'm never wrong, but sometimes I am wrong. Yeah, Combat Classics. I'm all in. I love Mortal Kombat, and especially classics. If Mcfarlane, he's losing the DC license, he's all in on Mortal Kombat. He just fucking. I'm just gonna buy more. I can't do Mcfarlane. I'm just gonna buy Mortal Kombat. I need to buy Mortal Kombat. What can I buy? You can't, sir. You can't buy Mortal Kombat 11 or X. These are still. Let me buy the old ones. Let me buy Mortal Kombat 3. Mortal Kombat 3, we already sold that to Storm Collectibles a while ago. Like, give me two, give me one. Just call it classic. Put it all together and call it classics. Okay, Mr. McFarlane, we will call it all classic. Give me the machine. I need to sign the machine. I'm gonna put my name in it. I'm gonna make it in gold. I'm gonna make it rated. I'm gonna make it look like a piece of shit. Okay, well, McFarlane, you can have it, sir. Just sign on the line. I'm gonna sign my name and everything. I'm signing it on your forehead. Okay. Wow, I really went out of body for that experience, dude. I swear I channeled them.
That was great. Dude, that was almost as bad as your fucking Chewbacca.
Actually, dude, my Chewbacca is really bad, but I think I really did sound like McFarlane. He actually sounds like that, dude. Compare it back.
Well, yeah, he definitely sounds like a fucking mush mouth, but
dude, but he has that. He sounds like Meeker from the Muppets. Yeah, but the Mortal Kombat classics are going to be cool. It's a Raiden, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Melina. Like, they look awesome. Or maybe they will be. Who knows? He didn't fail on, like, really the Mortal Kombat figures that he put out before. They were cool looking. It's just they didn't all sell. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sub-Zero and Scorpion always go for money because they're the main characters. Yeah, always. People always want those. Mm-hmm.
So the other ones, yeah, people didn't really want. God, those were like the Ross Connor originals.
I don't understand why. Like Baraka with like the brain that you can put on his claws and like the bloody version, like that's very cool, and nobody cared. I'm like, dude, it's Baraka, and he's got a brain. He's got his finisher. Like, this is fucking awesome. And then like Shao Kahn, nobody cared. Oh, he's got the bloody version with the gold. Nobody cared. Like it's like $30 now. Yeah, whatever.
So what?
There's some really cool figures that he put out for Mortal Kombat, and yeah, people are just like, yeah. Mortal Kombat's just not, I guess it's for like us Gen Zers kind of, thing, and I don't know. It's a small audience. But McFarlane's also doing the Fallout figures from the movie. Like, he already did them in statues, but now they're going to be articulated versions. So I'm kind of excited for that. The show is cool. What's his name? The actor who's in everything now, Walton Goggins or whatever. He's in Righteous Gemstones. He's in Vice Principals. He's in the new, what's it called? White Orchid or whatever. Like about I don't know. It's on season 3, and I watch it. It's on HBO. About a resort.
God, I know what you're talking about, and I cannot think of it.
Yeah, whatever. It's about a resort named after a flower. But
yes.
But Walton Goggins.
Yeah, I know what
he's in fucking everything now. Everything. But he plays like the ghoul in Fallout. So these figures will be hot, dude. The show's great. Everyone loves it. It's a hit. He's also doing articulated Diablo 4 figures. So he did all the statues. Now he's going hardcore in articulation. He's also doing more Doomslayer, fucking Doom figures. So, but it's Doom from the Dark Ages. I never played that game, or if that was a thing, a downloadable character or something. I don't know. Don't play a lot of newer Doom. Yeah. Excuse me.
All right. Well, hey, I went ahead and I went to my computer and I asked Jeeves, and Jeeves said that Mattel has the license for DC Comics starting next year.
Oh. Then I am sorry for that whole episode where I was wrong. I think. I don't know. I don't remember, man. I don't remember. Fuck.
I think you said Mattel. I'm pretty sure you were right, and you're just remembering wrong.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I wrote my notes correctly, but I think in my head I was thinking Hasbro and Marvel Legends and all this shit, and I probably said that thinking, something else, but it sounded like I knew what I was talking about, which is great.
Yeah, I think you were talking about them scaling different between you, because McFarlane uses a 7-inch figure and everybody else uses a 6-inch figure. I think you were talking about that too.
I think that's no. Well, there is a little bit more news with the Masters of the Universe crossover with Thundercats. They showed off all those, and wow, they just like I made fun of Cobra for collecting the children's toys of SkyBangers, and well, no, he's on to SkyBangers now. That's his new thing. And then
Yes.
the Turtle MOTU Bangers
It was the
crossover.
Turtles of Grayskull. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're child toys. Look, if you like that shit, but how does it remind you of your past? It's not nostalgic to me at all. Maybe to some people it is, but it's a mashup of that shit, and I don't know, man. Not cool. It's fine. You can think it's cool. It's great. If you like it, you like it. But look, you're not going to hold on to it forever because there's no value, no nostalgia value to it. There's not a show. There's not a comic book. There's not anything for it.
Hey, I love when Cobra goes off on these weird tangents because he just buys more shit from me. So
And then he sells it right back to you to get rid of.
at a discount.
He's like,
He
yo,
trades it to me for Pokemon.
yo. Good. Look, that's one thing that he's constantly into is Pokemon. He's like, yo, I'll give you all these Turtle Grayskulls for that Pokemon Shining Wizards shit or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. That fluffer doozle, whatever.
Yeah, and G.I. Joe showed off some shit too. So, we covered it.
Yeah.
The Flint that doesn't look like Flint on a classic card, a Televiper, cover girl that actually looks pretty good. I kind of like it. The blonde cover girl on the classic card looks kind of good, but still.
Yeah. I saw the thing for the Cold Slither band.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to that. I really want that for myself.
They're doing that in all forms. All companies are doing it. I mean, but the SDCC exclusive that's going to happen with. Is there a song for Cold Slither? I don't remember it.
Oh my God. I was just going to tell you this story. My cousin calls me one day and she's like, I found this tape and it's your brother, my little brother singing a song on it. And I knew what she was talking about. She gave it to me and I played it and we laughed at my brother.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I flip it over and I play the other side, and it's me and my brothers singing the Cold Slither song.
I don't even know how it goes. I don't remember it. What is it from?
It's from the cartoon. It's what is it? Cold Slither, you'll be joining us soon.
Wait,
A band of vipers.
Is this a song that hypnotizes people? I don't remember the episode.
Yep.
So it
Yes.
does hypnotize. I'm remembering something correctly.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. I do. I don't remember the song. I'm sure I'll play it. It's playing probably right now. And I just don't know it.
Yeah. But yes, I loved the song when I was a kid. And like I said, we have my tape somewhere of me and my brother singing the Cold Slither song.
Cold Slither. It's how I imagine it, but I don't even remember. But it's playing right now.
No.
Cold
Yeah.
Slither.
Don't you hear it? Quiet.
Siri, play Cold Slither. I don't have Siri. I have Droid.
Yeah. It would be okay, Google.
No, fuck Google. I have something called Bixby or something. I don't know. And I
That's right. They did change it to Bixby.
yeah.
I don't even use it.
I don't even use it either. I shut down Bixby. I'm
Yeah,
stop
I never
listening.
ever used Bixby. So
Yeah, I'm cool with technology, but I don't like voice technology. I don't like it at all. I just don't
Yeah.
like it. I feel like an old man
Well,
yelling
you
at my
just don't-
phone. Dude, I'm telling you, it's all old people yelling at their phone. Look up this. What's the weather? Give me the stock. Whoa, no, I said this. And it's like, dude, just fucking type it in and be silent. Put your phone in fucking quiet because nobody wants to hear your fucking phone.
oh God. Dude, My mom does that. My mom checks the weather, not kidding, 20 times a day.
Like it's gonna change, but
Always. Just, what's the weather going to be like? And she will have the TV on and on her phone checking the weather
But wait.
every 20 fucking minutes.
but y'all live in California. It's not gonna change that fast.
Well, because she works in the city, sometimes she has to
Okay.
drive in there and she gets freaked out if there's fog.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah.
it's, oh my God, I got to check. Oh, is there going to be rain? Is there going to be fog? What's the weather?
I have to know if I need to
like-
turn on my fog lights or not. This is very important in the city. And you
oh my
don't
God.
understand.
She'll be checking it. Like, she'll work on Saturday, but it'll be Wednesday night, and she's checking what the weather is going to be like on Saturday.
Dude, it'll
Like,
drastically
okay.
change too.
So I was like, calm down. And then she'd be like, I need you to take me to Bart. I can't drive this.
Dude, Bart's even more dangerous. You might as well drive.
Yeah. So,
That's it for the news. Let's get to recent acquisitions.
Yeah. The fallen pulled up, bag full of plastic. Action figures crisp, no need for elastic. Mint condition swag, rare finds dramatic. While Cobra Dad hunts yard sales, so classic. New treasures and bargains both make us grin.
Make us
One
grin.
man's trash and others win.
Yeah.
Figureheads and clearance bins, it's all gold no matter the spin.
Yo, Cobra's not here. Nobody knows where he's at. He didn't respond to my text, so maybe he was asleep.
oh, he's out fucking skybanging or whatever.
Yeah, skybanging the skybangers, man. And some like have. Look, I'm not gonna say what they have because I'm not a collector of skybangers, and I'm not gonna get rid of it like next week like he is. So
Yeah.
it's just a fad again, you know.
Yeah, it's just a a phase for him. He's going through a phase right now. So,
I think it's like
Yeah,
whenever
calls up anybody.
he kicks a habit, he's got to pick up another habit. And today's habit
yeah.
is skybangers, brought to you by skybangers.
yeah. So it's probably better for him though.
Yeah.
But yes, he's calling everybody. I need Skylanders. Who's got them? Call this person. Tell them to give them to me. I need this one. Hey, go see if this guy has them. Let me know.
Feed me more. You just want more. Like,
Yeah.
is he even like sitting down playing the video game, how it works and all that shit? Or he's just having the bangers.
Oh, he's playing. He's banging it out.
Oh,
So
is
yeah.
there like a leaderboard and shit like that online or what?
I have no clue. All I know is he's just banging one out in his living room every morning.
How come there's no bootleg bangers?
I don't know. You know,
They-
Disney kind of came up with their own one after that, very similar, but
That's the one
know.
that Cobra was like bootlegging and selling, right? I don't know what they were.
well,
called.
there was the Cobra was selling amiibos.
Amiibos. What are amiibos? That's the same thing, though, right? It's like video game
Amiibos
shit.
is like Nintendo brand Skybangers.
See, I think that's better though. Nintendo brand
Yeah,
is
and
kind
then
of better.
Disney has theirs. I think it's called like Infinity.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So same type of thing, but Disney's got Star Wars and Avengers and shit like that.
Yeah.
And the Nintendo has obviously got all the Nintendo characters, and he's out there playing with these generic fucking.
The thing is, like, they're just like little figures. They're like hero clicks and shit like that.
Yeah.
Which I never look. I used to play like that little piece games, like Mech Warrior and shit like that, or whatever. BattleTech. But you would have to build and glue together like these lead pieces, and then they made them out of pewter later, so you wouldn't die or nothing.
Yeah,
And you have to paint them yourself, like kind of like Warhammer 40K. Now people are into that and stuff. It was the same like that, but dude, it was different back then. It was hard to get and stuff, and these shits would fall to pieces, dude. It was impossible to build and use the right glue, and some people would solder them together. Dude, it's crazy. But people started playing Hero Clicks. That was like Marvel and all that before Disney. HeroClix would do all the shit, but it was like gaming pieces that you move around, and some were worth like a bunch of money and shit, you know. And then I feel like that's the same way with these, you know, SkyBangers and Bromigos and shit. You know, I don't know what they're called. I don't know. Like the fact that like you collect just a little piece that you that's what I do now. It's just unarticulated little plastic thing worth like 2 cents, but it's got a metal chip that does something. Like Elon Musk like knows what it does, and he's gonna bring 1,000 of these to Mars, and he's gonna like throw them out and throw his heart out to everyone. You know, it's gonna happen. Yeah. Oh, not to, you know, I forgot about this, but Mcfarlane's also doing Berserker toys, Keanu Reeves comic from Boom Studios, which you know, is cool. I never read the comic, but I know people are fans of Berserker. I'm a fan of Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I don't know what Berserker is, but whatever.
He's a dude with guns, man, and he does stuff. It's kind of like John Wick, but it's also like the character he voiced in that video game about, like, you know, the future, dystopian, punk, gothic, cyberpunk. Yeah, it's kind of like that. So it's all Keanu Reeves shit. He likes that shit, you know. So Berserker is now going to be an action figure. I think it was before, and someone made a statue or something, but now articulated Mcfarlane. But still, we're on coming up with a gang. Or no, that's not a segment.
We can even do our recent acquisitions.
This is recent acquisitions that we're on.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I actually got some shit this week. Running, you know, going to all these toy shows. I picked up a MOTU Snake Mountain.
Oh, like old school?
I've been going through all my MOTU stuff and getting rid of stuff, and I was like, hey, I'm only going to keep what's on the back of the box. So whatever's on the back of the Castle Grayskull, I'm keeping. And
so what do you call that? Like, that's a card back. What do you call it? Like a 5-back, 4-back? How many figures are on that back?
On the back of it's only whatever's on the back of the Castle Grayskull box that has the picture of it. Whatever figures are on there, that's it. That's all I'm keeping. So I did that, and then it was funny. I sold some figures, and I was like, okay, I'm going to sell these. When I get rid of them, I'm going to use it to go get that Snake Mountain. Well, I go get the Snake Mountain. I walk back to my booth. I turn it over. On the back is the figures that I just sold.
No shit. What, you didn't even check first? You're just like,
nope.
Because I bought it later.
Not at all.
You bought it later.
But I might have some more of them put away.
But you bought it's a brand new Snake Mountain in a box, like old school?
Or no, it's brand new.
Oh, it's brand new. The newer Snake Mountain then.
Yes. He had an older one, but I have the new Castle Grayskull. I have an old Castle Grayskull also, but I was like, you know what? This new one's fine. I'm gonna put both of them on the same shelf.
I don't like the new one, man. Like, I have it. Like, it's in a box. There's a hole punched in the box from fucking shipping. I'm gonna flock it again and sell it like I did with the old castles. Just, you know, I don't have the inserts or nothing like that for like the old ones, and I would just paint them and sell them, flock them with some grass, and people love it. You know. I'm going to do that again, probably for like the new school one, because, or maybe I'll just sell it in box. I don't know. I like doing the artwork though. People respect that and they have a better time, you know, I think.
Yeah, I did that. And I've been on this little bit of a Hot Wheels kick lately, but I'm only getting like the cars from like movies and TV shows and shit.
I was doing that for a while too, and I sold off a lot of those, except for certain Simpsons cars or Back to the Future cars.
I got the Simpsons ones, and I just picked up like a Jetsons car, and then the Spider-Man dune buggy. Just, you know, I got a Herbie one the other day. I got an Optimus Prime. Just shit like that. I'm not going crazy. They're not in the package or nothing. They're just gonna fill up one little shelf. That's it.
Like, I think my favorite car of all time is the DeLorean. It just has to be. It's just so classic for me.
I got a DeLorean too. I picked up a DeLorean, and I have, the black Toyota truck, and then I've even got the Biff's car full of manure.
I had that too. Yeah, I think I sold
So
it, or maybe I think I sold it though. I sold most of my Back to the Future shit just because I have like the Tomy car now. But
yeah, so I've been doing that. Like I said, not going crazy, just a little something different. I could pick up, for a couple bucks. I don't give a shit. No big deal.
I got just because it was cheap online, and I like the Street Fighter figures, especially the Jada Toys one, and the Doslin figure was $19 on Amazon. So I was like, okay, now I'll pick it up. Now, like, it's $19, tax, what, like another dollar, whatever, shipped, and it's here within a day. And the Doslin figure is fucking awesome by Jada Toys. It's so cool. Like, the face sculpts are great. The bendable arms that you can just plug and play. Like, no joints are loose or nothing. Jada Toys is just fucking crazy good, man. These are fucking amazing toys for what they do. They need to do, like, a lot more different lines. But, like, the fact that they're, like, only showing up in stores in the adult section, which they are adult collector toys, I guess, but like I see them a lot in the NECA section for some reason, which they're more branded towards Gen Z and stuff like that because this is Street Fighter 2, kids aren't playing this.
Yeah,
really.
they do cars and stuff. They do a lot of Fast and Furious stuff.
Okay.
A ton of Fast and Furious stuff. So, definitely, some, I think, more Gen X millennial type stuff. So,
well, I mean, like even Hasbro announced they're going more towards the collector and older. So did Mattel. Like everyone's gearing towards that, which is less production for them. They don't have to make that huge amount of product, and they can make it more exquisite. They can have lower production and charge more, which is kind of nuts. But that's who's in the toy house is dudes, dude. Like it's just dudes randomly strolling through there. Like I barely see any kids in there, and I've said this for years. I don't see kids in the toy aisle.
The kids you see in the toy aisle, they're looking at like the Pokemon shit or some other stuff. They're not really looking at the action figures, or they're looking at fucking Legos and shit in the toy aisle.
No, like I think in the most recent years we're going to see a huge reduction, and we're not even going to see a toy aisle anymore. Those are going to become like a figment of the past. Kids, like, unless like there's like baby toys and stuff that will still be there and shit like that. I think the dolls and stuff like that for girls will still be there, but action figures, that kind of shit.
I think you'll still see it. I think you'll see it mostly like on the superhero type stuff, because the little kids will still want that kind of stuff. You can put Spider-Man shit in.
Oh yeah.
That kind of stuff, I think, will always have a place. But the more, like you're saying, the more adult-driven stuff, we probably won't see, in Targets much longer. I mean, you've seen the toy spaces are getting smaller and smaller every year.
It's like the Faith No More, like smaller and smaller. It's getting smaller and smaller. But like, dude, and I've said this for years. That shit that gets bought is from moms buying shit for their kid's friend's birthday. Oh, or cousin's birthday. Well, we'll just buy this. He likes Marvel. We'll just buy this shitty toy, whatever it is that's in the store that scalpers, collectors aren't buying, and it's some figure that nobody knows who it is. Like us scalpers, we know who it is. Yeah. We don't want it. It's a shitty part of the wave that nobody fucking wants. That Iron Man wave that's still hanging.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm in Newport, right? And the Fred Meyer out here, Walmart on crack. They have the full waves of everything. And even I go to Walmart out here, and it's ghetto as fuck. Nothing's locked up. They have full waves of wrestling, Marvel Legends, fucking Star Wars, like everything. I did not pick up anything. I could have. I'm just like, you know what? I might make $20 off this Eddie Guerrero and this. I'm just not going to do it. I just don't want to spend the money, and I could, but I'm done with that. Like, unless I'm making big bucks and I'll just buy the full scalperness, I don't know. But the fact of seeing a full fucking wave and nobody's buying shit out here, it's a coastal town that, you have to drive windy roads. So, yeah, they might have some shit hanging here for a long time.
Yeah, like you're saying, especially if it's like a, kind of a touristy place or whatever, you get a lot of out-of-towners coming in there. I could see that shit just kind of sitting. And
I also got in from Zombie Sailor Toys. He does the retro recreations and stuff like that. Not recreations, but so he had a CM Punk version of like Hasbro little wrestling style. And I got those in. I know they're at home waiting for me, and I bought 2 sets. Just because, one for me to keep. I'm not a huge CM Punk fan, but I know his place in wrestling history, so I wanted that style figure. But he also comes with a carded dog, like his dog. I forget who he calls him, but it has its own little Hasbro style card in that style, which is very cool. So I'll probably be selling one of those sets because I know they're not available. So it'll be at a premium, but below market value, man. We can make trades, Yeah. Although I've seen some reviews online, and the actual product that they showed off compared to what you get, it looks a little different. I haven't seen mine, but I've seen people's online, or one person's online with a comparison photo, and I was like, wow, that's
not
really
good.
bad. No. Not good at all. Which, Zombie Sailor Toys, I've hailed him as fucking great. Like, he's the best, for that retro style. Like, the Raven was amazing. The One Man Gang was... Everything he's done has been amazing. And he has Ron Rudat, like, doing all the designs, who did a lot of the old designs for the Hasbro line. But, I mean, they're even better now. So I gotta wait till I get home and unbox a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Speaking of unboxing, I did get something else. I finally got my Ninja Turtle Terradrome.
Oh, you finally look? They're on Amazon. I think they're still on Amazon right now for a normal price.
They were on sale.
Oh, really?
So yes, I got it for $50.
Oh, no shit. Good deal.
Yeah. So, it was my birthday last week. So.
Oh shit! Happy birthday, man! I didn't even know.
Yeah, last Friday, and I got a gift card.
I got you a Terradrome.
So I was like, I'm getting a fucking Terradrome now. So, and I went online and it was $50. I was like, holy shit! All right, great, it's on sale.
Now they have like Playmates has like the turtle sewer layer and all that stuff they're recreating, and some of the stuff they're saying that they're doing, it's a 1-of-1 scale now. With their old shit, like, because I think they heard the controversy from the fans with the Technodrome being smaller, and that people are mad about it.
Yeah, I didn't mind. I was like, whatever. It'll just fit on my shelf better.
Yeah, I'm never gonna like display it with like a turtle spinning on the thing. I'm never gonna open it up. Like, I'm gonna have it, maybe as like a photo shot in the background. Something.
Oh no, I got a turtle van at Christmas time, and then I had picked up all the turtles and stuff at the flea market, like all carded for like $5. So I was like, fuck it, I got all this shit. I'm gonna make myself a little turtle shelf. I'm gonna put the Technodrome, the van, and all the turtles and shit on there. So, but not go crazy. Just the regular turtles. I don't need none of the other dumb shit.
You know what kind of toys those are, dude? The babies. Baby.
Yeah.
They're for babies. No, they're for, I don't know, kids who never stop collecting. That's what they're for.
Yeah.
I always thought like the what do they call that? You know, they always come with that scythe, weird brown, all the brown weapons that come on the rack, and then there's that one sickle looking thing. I forget. I used to know the name for it. I never.
It's not a comma, but it's a different style, and I cannot remember what the fuck.
It's not in the show. I don't think I've seen it in the comic books. But I always used to like have like the turtles use that, and I'd tie a string to my bunk bed, to the desk or something like that, and I'd use it as like they would glide down a string holding that thing, you know, even though it would cut the rope, but it wouldn't, you know. That's what I used it for. That's what I thought it was, like a hang gliding like kind of thing, zip line.
Yeah. Not like a, well, I was gonna say you could have used it as a grappling hook, but
yeah, you could have, I guess. And then in Ninja Stars, if you punched them out, you always lost that shit. Unless it was the shells that opened up, then you put the Ninja Stars in there. But see,
I don't like the storage shell ones. I just got the regular one. So
I don't think the Playmates recreation of Power Rangers is going to do very well as Turtles recreation does. Even though the turtle stuff sells, so. But like every time, like if I go to like Macy's, Toys R Us, you know, in the mall or something like that, they still have like a full stock of fucking, you know, Turtles like Playmates recreation shit there constantly, you know, and it'll be Shredder, Super Shredder, or fucking, you know, Rat Man or whatever his name is.
Yeah, the Rat King.
Yeah. You know, it's not as good as the original. Like the paint apps aren't good on the newer version, but still, like the art on the card and everything is pretty cool, and it's a cool recreation. They're not selling.
No,
and they're a good price to sell though. Like they don't sell. I think at Walmart they sell because they're like $10, but.
So I just looked real quick. They are calling it a comma, but it's not like a regular comma, like a real one.
Like the one the Mortal Kombat character like uses.
Yeah, like a regular comma just has like the blade on it. It doesn't extend out like a sword also, like the Ninja Turtle one does. So, but that's what they call it. They call it a comma.
A comma Mustafa.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Let's get to our listener segment. It's not coming up with the game anymore. It's called Answer the Call.
HoodCast, there's a night so wild. Jonathan falling, tales run deep. Cobra Dad with a killer smile. Answering emails count sheep. And Boss Buddy can't keep away. Voice messages off the vibe. Gmail.com, the place to play. Can't escape that digital trap. Answer the call. Brainstorm. Let us heart read every line. KJ from
How you doing, KJ? Are you keeping warm? Because you're gonna be at Hood Mania 25, whether you like it or not, and you're gonna lose, brother. That's right. If you want to answer the call, look, just send any writing, any voicemail to HoodCastAF@gmail.com, or send us a message on Instagram, because you can do a voice message there, or Twitter, or Facebook. Figure it out, man. You'll get on the show. You can talk some shit. You can love us. You can, ask a question, whatever. This used to be a killer segment, and since I canceled the fucking button that we had on HoodCastAF or HoodCastAF.com, which is still there. It just goes to our Patreon, which you can also be a subscriber. I think you can leave a voice message there somehow, or a comment or something like that. I think KJ comments a lot. you know. And you can battle him, man. He kowtows very easily, you know. Maybe he won't at
I think he's like the
Hoodmania.
only person that comments on the Patreon. So
Yeah, pretty much. Unless Epion System says something and then KJ cowers. That's what he does. No, KJ's great. But still, he answers the emails in the comments very well on the Highly Posable. Fallen says this. He says, you're a piece of shit and also fuck you. Look, you gotta love KJ, man. You gotta love Highly Posable. They have really stepped up the game. They're on Friday nights on YouTube. If you really love our action figures and the really in-depth stuff, the articulation and all that shit, they're the ones to listen to, not us. We are more story-driven and humor-driven, and we are collectors and also live in the ghetto and shit or something. I don't
and
know.
get shit wrong all the time. So
But we make up for it with humor.
yeah, he tried.
Mob Boss says this. He writes us in. He goes, great episode, fellas. Wired and on fire. Sorry about your Skylanders mission, Cobra. I think he means SkyBangers. But at least you know you've created a market. Throughout the whole show, you guys can take a shit and make it sugar. Whoa, what is it? Yeah, I get it, but dude, don't make it gross, my boss. Come on, nobody wants sugar in their shit or shit is sugar. I don't know. I don't want to know how sugar is made. I just want to eat it, dude.
Yeah,
He goes, throughout the whole show, you guys can take. Okay, I read that part again. I just had to reread it. Keeping it short, but here's a couple articles for you, Mob Boss. And it's about. Let me click on it. It's not letting me click on it because it's my stupid app. God, oh no, because it's a picture of it. Dumbass. I just screenshotted it, trying to click on a link, and it doesn't fucking.
you can't screenshot.
Yeah, I'm a dumbass, dude. It happens. Look, let me. Okay, I'll click on it here.
He sent me some links too. He sent them to the. I got a bad feeling about this email, so he sent them earlier today. Right, I saw it right before I
actually saw them. I didn't read them, but I saw them.
Yeah.
But I finally clicked on it. The article says meet Cheezozard. I wanted to say Cheese Tard, but I seen this actually. Yeah, the Pokemon-shaped Cheeto that sold for more than $80,000. Dude, this is the shit, and I wanted to do this on eBay, and I kind of have been by taking, just shitty dolls and repurposing them, making them creepy, having AI write me a short, scary story, posting it on the description, and selling it for $250 or more, And it fucking works. I seen a Raggedy Ann that was a doll that was beat up, and the Raggedy Ann doll, is the actual Annabelle doll, right? So I was gonna make one, and I was like, dude, I'll give you $2 for it. And the guy's like, oh no, man, yeah, $15. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna give you $15 for a beat up fucking Raggedy Ann doll. And then he heard me talking about it earlier. That's why he was trying to fucking size me up. And I'm like, no, dude, no. So I didn't buy the stupid Raggedy Ann doll. I would have made it very horrific and wrote this evil, cool story because it was a Raggedy Andy that he had. So I was going to make it Annabelle's brother.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And say this is the official doll that was paired with the actual Annabelle that the that stupid demon family owned, dude. But this article goes on and goes, Satoshi Tajiri, a Japanese game designer and director, landed on a gold mine when he... Okay, we don't need Pokemon history. Just tell me about the Cheeto. Okay, I gotta click another link for the Cheeto? Okay, download the app. No, go back.
Anyways, it's a Cheeto. It's like a flaming hot tuxedo
It is a
that's
flaming
shaped like
tuxedo.
Charizard. So it was put in a little case and everything. I want to say it was sold at Golden Auctions and ended up getting some stupid amount.
80,000
Yeah.
apparently.
So,
Other
you know,
Cheetos have sold before. I mean, other like Jesus on toast.
Jesus toast and
We'll see.
yeah, the Mew. I think it was the Mew or the Mewtwo Oreos. People were getting like $800 for them at one point.
My
Shit
point
was
is, if you
stupid.
make it look nice and you put it in a case and you have a story, bro, it's gonna sell eventually.
Yeah,
Not necessarily. I don't trust auctions on eBay anymore because your views are very low because eBay is already taking 13.5%, and then now they want you to pay to advertise it to make it
yeah,
seen. Because if you don't do the advertising, then your shit gets like 3 views. And it's like, what the
yeah,
fuck? I don't like eBay's doing
yeah.
this bullshit, like trying to like grab more money. They're already fucking rich. Come on. They
Yeah,
know
and
they know
now,
they're the only market.
yeah, and now it's like you're giving them 25% if you do the fucking sponsored ad bullshit, and it's like,
Well,
dude,
no, you can do a percentage that you want. You can do 2, you can do 3, you can do 8, you can do, and it doesn't recommend it. It goes, you should recommend 9%. I'm like, no,
oh,
get the fuck out of here.
it's stupid.
But yeah, like buying stupid shit and then putting a story around it sells on eBay. It does. And that's, dude, it's exponential how much money you can make from just a dumb piece of shit. And you just, you shine up this piece of shit, put a story behind it, and it fucking works. I think it works better than thrifting. I actually do. And because, look, after I sold that doll, the little marionette doll that I put a
Yeah.
fake story behind, people are hitting me up. Go, do you have more dolls? Do you have you found any? Like, they think I'm like a paranormal hunter or something, for objects.
Dude,
And
I can get you a shitload of dolls too.
they have to be ones that you can't really Google where they came from. I mean, I could work with it. It depends on how it looks. Like,
Yeah.
I have to pick them out. And
Yeah. I think I can get you a bunch of that shit.
okay, I'm down, dude.
So
I think I can make a lot of money from it. Like, people are hitting me up, like going like, look, if you find more, let me know. And I tell them like, look, I'm in a bidding war with another paranormal investigator. I think I'm gonna win like a plethora, like a set, but I don't know what's gonna happen. That's what I say,
dude. So like I got a whole bunch of stuff one time cleaning out a hoarder's house. So that could be it. Be like, dude,
that's where
my
ghosts hang
neighbor
out,
died.
dude.
My neighbor died, and I got all these fucking these dolls, and they were just. It was the way my neighbor died was really mysterious. He died in the room with all these dolls, and there's tons of them.
Yo, and there was one that was like basically his conscience. He somehow imbued it into this doll, and I swear this doll can make you think weird things, and you feel the presence of this dude.
He was holding this doll when he died.
Dude, I try to make it like really cool and mysterious, but also realistic. Like, I second guessed it myself, but then shit happens, because I'm a skeptic. But if they read that I'm a skeptic and then shit still happens, they go, oh, this is cool. Because ghosts are not real, dude. There's no proof. There's never been any proof. All proof has been debunked, and then all these ghost shows just suck ass. But people fucking love them, man. So
my great grandfather saw a ghost. Supposedly the dude that hung himself in the basement of my dad's house.
So did my dad. So did my aunt. They all say they saw these ghosts, and also my whole family. Like, well, my dad, my aunt, and all their brothers, they all together witnessed a UFO over their backyard. They all remember it to this day.
I swear to God, I seen some crazy shit when I was going up to Oregon. It was it was on the side, on the the left side of me as I'm driving up to Oregon.
Dude, I'm in
It was
Bigfoot country, okay? I'm here.
ball. It was like a ball of fucking fire swirling, and it was like green and yellow and fucking orange. And I'm driving, and I'm looking up, and I see this thing. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is that?
It wasn't a Starlink?
It's like really close. No, it was close. And then I look over, and at the same time, there's a fucking goat standing on the freeway.
Oh, fuck a goat. That means a T-Rex is coming. He don't want that goat.
So then my daughter's boyfriend is in the car behind me, and he calls me. He's like, hey, did you see that dog? I said, that was a fucking goat. And I go, did you see that fucking thing in the sky? He goes, holy shit, dude, I thought I was tripping. He's like, what the fuck was that? It was crazy. It was like I said, it was like a green and yellow flame fucking swirling with like little fucking like orange sparks coming off of it. It was nuts. I'd never seen anything like that before.
Did you see the I know they have like, I don't know, I drove by and I was like, oh, there's a fucking car in the tree. It was like some farm and there's like just a fucking car in a tree.
Yeah.
Like it grew into it, or I don't know if they put it there. I don't know how it happened. It looked like it grew through it, like they had that car forever and a tree grew. I don't know
Maybe.
how it worked. Oregon is weird, dude.
But also, my mom swears that she saw a ghost in her bedroom, a little girl standing at the foot of her bed.
Look, late night when you're sleeping and waking up, your mind goes elsewhere. You see things. Like, I always have this like horror vision, and I always want to make this happen, like in a movie somehow. But I always like see myself waking up, and I just see like the edge of the bed and the hallway, and that like, you know, out of the corner of my eye, and I look again, and then someone just comes running up like, and it works so well in my mind. Like, it's scary and it's good. It's a good shock factor, and I don't know why it happens, but it needs to, and then it freaks me out. You know, I'm like, I don't want that to happen to me. I'm trying to sleep here. Why am I thinking this? I'm like, but it's a really cool idea. I really like it. I like being scared, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I think we did it for this episode 245 and the road to Hoodmania, which, no, this is like the pre-ejaculation to Hoodmania.
Yeah.
So, and you never know, because we're opening up a 6-pack of dumbass, because this shit's gonna roll, and you never know. Maybe Chisel did it better, because you know he always does.
Always. That's right.
I wish
I knew Mattel had got the DC license, so.
I mean, look, you were right about a lot of things, and you always do it better, dude. Maybe you'll do Hoodmania 25 better than you did last year by not showing up to ref the match. You were supposed to ref the match. Yeah.
I think I was in Vegas.
You might have been, yeah.
Yeah, I think I was in Vegas last year.
Yeah. It wasn't a planned event, so, you know.
Yeah.
Also, I wish that, because some of the old games, you used to be able to import your own music, you know, for wrestlers' entrance. It was like an Xbox game, you could do that. But they don't let you do that on, like, new games. Because it would be dope if we could have Chisel and he comes out to the song, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Chisel did it better. I mean, I can always edit it that way.
Well, yeah.
Won't admit he's wrong.
Never.
How do you do it, dude?
Dude, it's a lot of work. I'll tell you that. It's not.
We don't say goodbye. We say Chisel did it better. And Cobra's playing SkyBangers.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a shitty solo for AI. AI, you can do a lot better. Okay.
Hey, they did a great job with the song, right?
No,
It's okay.
this is one of my favorite AI songs ever. It is 100%. Except for, I got this other song that I made about Marco Polo and the Silk Road, and then how he loved like she-males and shit. It's just really, it's a fucking hilarious song, dude. It's very power metal. Maybe we'll play it on the after show. Nobody heard his jokes.
This is really goodbye.
Good journey.
Say good journey.
There's an old Eternian saying, live the journey, for every destiny is but a doorway to another. Good journey.
Good journey.